dudes, I thought today would be a very interesting video because after 10 days after the deadline, I thought we'd be doing a good video of the best auditions on my personal take that who could be the Ranger for the 28th season. So, you know, I'm also gonna do some honorable mentions as well. So yeah, I'm very excited right now. And just believe me, I have seen all the auditions. I remember watching Brenda Mejia's audition tips back in the day and saying, pretend like you're part of the Hashbro casting call, and will you hire yourself if you saw your own audition? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pretend I'm part of the Hashbro cast or the casting call, and I'm gonna search for who will be the best for wearing my spandex. So since I'm judging this, I might as well put a criterion on what I want to look for. So obviously, I want to see some professional auditions. I want to see people who have the looks, the physique for the role, how they act, and read off scripts, as well as any physical attributes that you could do so. For example, I know martial arts, that's my physical attribute, just like the Red Ranger, Jason. But this has to be just martial arts. Like, so for example, Brenda Mejia, he's a circus performer and does acrobats. Or Roy D. Travis, the Red Ranger for Beast Morphers, he's a dancer. So it doesn't have to be just martial art, guys. So guys, it's me, the casting call for Hashbro. I do casting calls. I'll make the call, and I'll be looking to auditions. One of the honorable mentions that just didn't crack the top 5 was Kai. I believe he was the first one to audition and has some nice moves that he displayed for us. The problem was that he recorded on a vertical angle on his audition, which kind of makes the people casting cringe because they kind of see it unprofessional. After all, it gives you the illusion that you look different than if you did it horizontally. Let me give you an example. This is a picture of a guy in a horizontal view, alright? And in the same picture, mind you, I'm gonna make a vertical view. Boom. Now, I don't know if you notice it, but if you look very closely, you will probably notice that he looks as good as before. Also, he should do some tweak on his acting and make it seem more genuine, like we are feeling the character's emotions. If I would give him the role, it would have been a Green Ranger. Okay, another honorable mention, this guy name is Ryan Parker.
And in MMA for 2.5 years. I am also an artist. I do traditional painting and digital. I am also a life coach. I train people in mental strength and spirituality. So I'm out here helping people be the best that they can be. I like that.
Dang! Those are some sick moves. You know, I'm some type of skateboarder myself. Yeah, for his height and his voice, I would have said he would have been the Black Ranger. Okay, for another honorable mention, we got Nicholas. He's rocking with that bandana. Okay, he gets some decent moves. I'm still wondering what color it should be though.
Dragon Sword! Green Ranger! Dragon Power!
I wonder if you're trying to tell me what color he wants to be. I think what he's trying to tell me is that he wants to be the mushroom from Rio Soldier, Cleon. Just incredible. Another honorable mention, we got James Johnson, who just barely missed the cut. He had the physical attributes and looks at the age gap that I'm looking for, but his acting also needs some work, especially his voice expression lacks enthusiasm. For the role, I want to give him the Black Ranger. Guys, I don't know if you noticed this, but it's no longer daytime for me. But good thing Gru gave me the moon! Only if I want his card. Another honorable mention is Ricky Costin, who's a little more on the older side at 29 years old. His acting is also decent, but again, I heard from my director that we're looking for more younger people, and he's like 29 years old. But if you let it pass, you could be one of the Rangers. But does have experience in filming and acting, and fighting in front of the camera, and knows somewhat of swordplay as well. Which is what I'm looking for this season, because
but a scratch. A
They're
scratch?
knights and
Arms off!
knights use swords. For this role, I could put him as the Blue Ranger or his mentor, Master Blue. But then again, he may or may not have turned into, I would say, overcooked steak. Another honorable mention is JT Scott, who I remember seeing an audition of his 2 years ago on Beast Morphers. He fits a lot on my list too. He's good looking, has enough leg physique, and out of everyone that I'm seeing, he's the best at acrobats. That's not even in question anymore. He's like, I mean, just look at him. Short, however, was his acting is a little more work. On the lines, his voice was a little too constant and didn't really change. But good addition though. Good addition indeed. If I would have given him a role, it would have been the Blue Ranger. Ew. Next one we got is Brandon Rosette, and he's on the younger side at 19 years old. And this has the looks and also knows martial arts, but we don't know how he would be in acting because he didn't write the script, and we don't know how he would actually be on the camera because he didn't write his sides. Okay, for his role, he would either be black or green. Depending on how he acts, he would either be more mature or childish. Okay, we got Chris Davis, and he has the looks. And he says he usually works out. And says he's a full-time actor in Florida. So I know he had experience in front of a camera. Now his acting does feel natural, but he doesn't show enough face expression. Maybe he just wasn't trying, I don't know. I would have given him the role probably Waisuru-sama.
This is my audition tape for Power Rangers. For Power Rangers season 28. And if you were to go with me, you can save money on props because I actually have my own. So if you need a Gold Ranger, you can hire me and I can become that Gold Ranger. The only thing I require is a expensive gold jacket. So I actually have certain skills that I don't tell people because I don't have any skills at all. But I am willing to lie and to do whatever I need to do to get this part. I took a semester of judo in my college year. I did pretty good. I was mostly a ragdoll and I was being thrown by everyone in my class, but I have tenacity. On the list of requirements or the list of the casting sheet, it says if I have any talent. I wouldn't necessarily call it a talent, but I can do this with my hands. So I think if people freak out with a certain thing that you can do, I think that's a talent. So please consider me. I'm gonna play a song that is not very well known, but I invented a dance for it and I did not steal it from anywhere at all. So please consider me for the next Power Ranger, preferably blue or gold or red or pink, green, black, purple, brown. To be honest, I don't know what Rangers are there for this season, because I've never seen the season that this is adapted from. And if I do get the role, there's just one thing that I can't do, and that is fly from the US, because I'm scared and I'm afraid to leave my home. So if it's possible, can you bring the set here to my home? I am a perfect actor. I'm the best actor known to the world, but I can only act when there's no one in the room except for me and the camera.
Another honorable mention we got is Tobey Maguire.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Cheating, bling, bling, got the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you.
Oh, I read it wrong. It's actually Cole Maguire.
What?
Sorry, Spidey.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, bye-bye.
No. Please. Please don't say that. I know I've been selfish, but I can do better. I can change.
He's good looking and built, so I know he has a good physique. And he says he wants to do voice acting as well. Again, we don't know because he didn't show us for some reason.
It's a date. No, it is a date.
He's doing it wrong. This is how you do it.
Mighty engines roar, turbocharged for more. Drive 4 on the floor. Go!
For his role, he would be perfect for the Brown Ranger, who only showed up for one episode. Okay, we got Rosanna Smith. Could have been better on his acting in general. Dang, I didn't know he could use shadow clones. What? Is that Brendan McKee? Nuh-uh. You already had your chance in the Dino theme season, Brennan. Go back to your sub-on. Another one that just didn't make it was Houston Hadji. And I could have changed it, but let me explain real quick. He has physical attributes like boxing and swordplay, but again, he didn't write his sides, so I can't know for sure how his acting will be on camera, so I have to take that with a grain of salt. I can see that you like Hero Academia. Well then, let me put it where you will understand it.
Sorry, kid, it's not gonna happen.
Another honorable mention is Paul, and he's extremely good looking and very good at martial arts. I mean, look at him. Does he look like he even needs a stunt double? But then again, his acting is not the best. He could work on it more. He goes a little too fast, and we don't get a really good sense on how the character emotionally is feeling. But with his incredible martial arts skills, I think he'll be very perfect for the role of Tiramigo. For our last honorable mention, it will be...
Hi, I'm so glad you're here. My name is Sequoia Bowden, and this is my Power Rangers audition self-tape. All my life, I've loved to engage in physical activities, from swimming, baseball, basketball, soccer, even in the marching band. All things I know Power Rangers thrive in. I also sing a bit too. Thank you so much again. I really hope you liked what you just saw. Until next time, may the power protect you.
My name is Isaiah Robinson. I'm currently based in Nashville, Tennessee. I am 17 years old. I stand about 6'1". And one interesting fact about me is that I run track and field. And with running track and field, I am currently ranked 7th in the nation for the 4x800 meter dash. And with that said, thank you for this opportunity.
I am Ryan Atme, and I'm currently over the age of 18. My height is 5'10". I live in Burbank, California. I'm an actor, a martial artist. I've actually trained in action stunts under Mike Chat. Fun fact about me is that I actually lost 30 pounds in the last 3 months to prepare for this Power Ranger audition. I'm prepared to lose another 30 pounds to fit into that Power Ranger suit.
Sure. Why not? And I do know the best little Thai restaurant around.
That's it then. Dinner in the movie.
It's a date.
Hi, my name is Kitty Kim Herrick. I am 27 years old, 5'3", and I am from Wellington, New Zealand. I am from France, but living the dream in New Zealand. I've attended a sword fighting course last year with the New Zealand School of Stage Combat, and I've recently included, since the lockdown actually, some birth staff or Daya hard skills to my training, because I'm always willing to learn new techniques, and I've learned these last skills myself. Thanks for watching.
Okay, now we're done with honorable mentions. Now let's get right into the meat and potatoes. But it's kind of getting late, so I might as well just do it next morning because I'm getting tired and I want to sleep. Alright guys, I'm back. Now let's start on who will wear the blue spandex and become the Blue Ranger. After thinking it for a while, I think the best role is gonna be Adrian. Now the reason I pick him is he gives me the vibe of Melto from Ryu Soldier. Cool, but also has the nerdy side of him. And out of the group, he's the most intelligent and always analyze the situation to have the upper hand. And he also gets bullied the most out of the whole group, but again, I think he's the best role for it. I think Adrian with his looks will be perfect for the Blue Power Ranger, and also knows some martial arts as well.
I'm at war with the world and they try to pull me into the dark. I struggle to find my way as I'm slipping from your arms. It's getting harder to stay awake, and my strength is fading fast. You breathe into.
Now he didn't read some of his script, but I did saw some of his few of his videos, and it's decent. It's not perfect, but it's passable.
I got my Spider-Man suit. Alright. I want to show you guys what the mouse looks like. I'll be right back. Whoa! There you are! You're in the neighborhood scout. Out of here.
Now that concludes the Blue Power Rangers role. Alright. Should I do that or no? before I start, I forgot to mention about Lauren. Don't get me wrong, she was good, but in my opinion, there was two better, but that's just my opinion. One of them is Kristen Naomi, who's a ballet dancer, and when I'm looking for a Pink Ranger, I'm looking for a person who is very supportive of the whole group, who always helps out anyone else, and always seeing the good side of things as well. From Ryu Soldier, Asuna always helps out her friends and get them all wired down. Her abilities are also super strength, so sometimes you also need a mask out of her when she's fighting monsters. Also, for some reason, she likes devouring food. I feel like she fits the role very well on this one. She should work on her acting a little bit more or have a faster pace, but otherwise I see it as a pass. Another good choice is Stephanie Fausto, who also auditioned for last season of Power Rangers Beast Morphers. She's a circus performer and knows Taekwondo, so it's whatever my director wants. A dancer who's supportive, or a person with martial arts who can kick ass. That concludes the Pink Ranger role. Now let's talk about the Black and Green Ranger. This one's a little more tricky because in the Super Sentai, those two are brothers. So on the basis of just that alone, makes it a little more complicated. I mean, those two are always hanging out with each other, like they are in their own group. For those two, they technically have to be in the same race. If they're both white, black, Asian, we could change this however, so instead of being brothers, they could be best friends who train together since Master Black and Master Green were best friends as well. So that philosophy could also make sense as well.
Innocent say I keep a check. She was a bad nevertheless.
For the Black Ranger role, I was thinking either Mark Anthony or Andrew Bazell. Mark Anthony has a lot of skills and personal experience with filming. He's actually an independent filmmaker. His dialogue could have been a little better, where he seems a little too calm when his crush literally has been blasted.
Alice, are you alright? That blast hit you pretty hard.
I'm fine, thanks to you.
Don't worry, I'd never let anything happen to you.
What do you mean by that?
It's just that,
Just that what?
Tell her, just tell her.
Kyle?
I like you.
Again, his action reel was very good, but he does seem a little more on the older side. He doesn't exactly look like a teenager. This wouldn't have been much of a problem, but this season we are looking for a cast who looks like they are still in their teen years. Andrew Bazell is 28 years old, but still looks like a teenager. He also knows some martial arts and did some skits himself. A little bit better in my opinion, and it has some good charisma. But the Black Ranger is more of a serious tone, so hopefully he could act in that way. Remember, the Black Ranger is the more serious brother who always takes everything very seriously. Out of these two, I would have picked Andrew Buzzell. And that concludes the Black Ranger role.
Hey there buddy, you got very lucky. Don't you wanna have more Robux and you don't have any money?
For the Green Ranger, he's the younger brother. And I should have a 2-horse race between Rodney Douglas and Antonio Law. Rodney Douglas is very charismatic and has some nice moves that he showcases us.
Alright, let's get into it.
Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. This was a blast. Until next time, it's morphin' time.
I also feel like he did very well on the sides, and he's an amazing actor. He can show both sides of emotions, either it was very sad or very excited.
There's this higher ground I choose to stand on, not because I think I'm better than anyone else, because I'll never be better than anyone else. All I can do is be the best version of myself, and that's all any of us could ever do. There's this higher ground I choose to stand on. Not because I think that I'm better than anyone else, because I'll never be better than anyone else. All I can do is be the best version of myself. That's all any of us could ever do.
This is great when it comes to the Rangers' emotions. Either they win a fight or lose a fight. Another competitor is Antonio Law. He grew up with the Power Rangers and thus has like a young looking teenager, if you know what I mean.
I hope to have a more phenomenal time if you guys pick me to be one of the Rangers, and I want you all to have a very good day.
He didn't read his side, so I'm not like 100% sure about his acting, but I did go on his channel and see some, let's say, few of his skits. Out of these two, I would say Rodney Douglas, but I do hope to see Antonio Law in the future. Alright, so that concludes the Green Ranger role. Next we got is Geyser or Purple Ranger. For this one I picked Kyle Regan. It was really hard to find a Geyser because the sides weren't really enough to know who would exactly be this character. So the best I got is Kyle. Geyser is a character that I wanted to become the Red Ranger in the future but didn't. So he ended up having a lust for power. Kyle reminds me of him. So he looks like a good guy but could also act furiously when he's on the suit. His acting is passable and has a nice mood as well. And looks like a tank, just like Geyser.
I only love my bed and my mom, I'm sorry. 50 dubs.
Hold up, wait a minute, all good, just a week ago. Crew at my house and we party every weekend. So on the
Now for the Golden Ranger, I picked Maverick Vaughn. Julian Goldsmith was another consideration. He has some decent acting and some really good martial arts as his physical attributes.
Something fun about myself is that I am probably the best server you will ever find at Chick-fil-A. So you need your trays flipped, turned, tossed up in the air, you need your food served in a certain way. I'm the person you come to.
The reason he falls short, however, is that he's still 17. He's gonna be at least 18 to be able to go to New Zealand by himself. But hopefully we see him next time for the 30th season of Power Rangers. Now for Maverick, he looks like a teenager, which is what I'm looking for. His acting was very good as well. A mistake I see in the side section is when they finish their line, they sometimes pause when the other person is talking, then start when it's their turn again, which is a very rookie mistake. What he did is he reacted to the person's dialogue, so good on him.
Maybe not. If we don't go alone, then technically it's not a date, right?
Right.
Glenn and Alex have been talking about seeing Runaway Train all week.
Fantastic. Let's all go tonight.
And there's no reason we can't just sit together, right?
You read my mind.
He showcases his martial arts well by having his friends be like the minions on the show, and then how he overcomes them. Well, that settles that. That concludes the Golden Ranger role. It's me! I know, not that surprising. Come on, let me explain. Okay, I waited a few days to see if there was anyone out there that could be the Red Ranger, and to be honest with you, I'm not seeing it. They may have found a good actor on a real-life face-to-face audition, but again, we had this global issue this year where they reasonably couldn't see many face-to-face auditions, so it's a little strange because this year they had to focus more on self-tape auditions on the most part. For this character, the Red Ranger is a symbol of courage. He's a knight of chivalry. Ally or foe, he tried to avoid as much bloodshed as possible. Sometimes he may lose his cool if something's happened he didn't intend to happen. He has to be strong for the real soldier tribe and protect it at all costs and be there for his team so he could defeat the invaders, the Druidon's forces. As of right now, I am starting swordplay. I'm seeing how the pulse will work on battle as well. I was also guilty of the mediocre acting because I was pretty much talking to my pillow, and I had to edit in her voice on the video as well, so I had to perfectly time it on my reacting. So I'm sorry for the mediocre reaction. I try to make sure to get a better pillow next time. In my class, we did some skits about comedy where we make jokes about all situations. We did some improv where we just pursue the story no matter how it goes while we're doing it. We made some black and white skits where you guess it's just black and white, but we can't see nothing, so we use our body language to tell a story. And in my personal time, me and my friends would make some skits ourselves just for fun. And so I have experience performing in front of people as well in front of a camera. I did hear about the last auditioning of Beast Morphers, but I didn't audition because I feel like I was too undeveloped, both skill-wise and physically, and also because I was 16, not 18. I also watched all 48 episodes of Real Soldier, so I know what to expect and the tone they are going for this particular season. As a kid, I did watch Dino Thunder and SPD, and those two are still my favorite seasons. The costume itself looks like a hybrid of both of them, and I think that looks really magnificent. In my spare time, I'm rewriting the story of Real Soldier, just fixing some of the problems I had with the show. I'm not 100% sure how much money I'll be making if I do get the role. But I do understand that adjusting these situations could cost a little bit of money, and I'm happy to give any money that they need if they need to adjust some things, because I care more about the final product for making this Hashbro adaptation one of the best they could make. I'm a guy who watched all the episodes of Mighty Morphin to the newest episodes of Beast Morphers, so I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to Power Rangers and its principles. I think that puts me to an advantage against my fellow competitors. I'm also very knowledgeable on what goes behind the scenes. Always be on your A game, choreographing a fight, fighting minions, trying not to injure them, doing poses, running all heroic, and also being a good role model for the kids, teens, and making the adults analyze the story and enjoying the show as well. My interest is that in the end, this will be one of the best seasons, right next to Time Force, SPD, RPM, Lost Galaxy, as well with Dino Thunder. And hopefully, Disney brains approve this. That concludes the Red Ranger role, and that also concludes the unofficial list. Remember, the actors could be changed to different color roles. Except Brad, you can't be the Red Ranger. I'm the one who could be the Red Ranger. You're better off cleaning Master Red's boots, become evil, then get killed off in the episode. I think I stuttered. One more time. Alright, that's good enough. Too fast. Whatever, that's it.
Told me get myself together. Now I got myself together. Now I made it through the weather. Better days are gonna get better. I'm so happy the carbonite is gone.